predators. We have forward-facing eyes. Not like a cow. You know, like if a cow stares at you, I'm like, I don't care. Stare at me. But forward-facing eyes, when they lock onto me, I have a fight-flight reaction. And so when this many eyes are locking on, there's like, get out of here! You know, there's a stage fright thing. And I have to get over that. And so it is a big gift to allow that. And the trick for me is to overcome that fight-flight thing, to not try to protect myself and armor up with a false James, but to take all that fear, conquer it, and reveal myself as I really am, and let them see the real weird me. And if I can get, that's the trick. It's a little mountain I climb every time, and I'm not that good at it. I think there are probably 5 or 10 actors on the planet who really do this perfectly every time. And they always remind me how wonderful human beings are, and how proud I am to be one of them. Yeah. Joaquin Phoenix is one of them for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Weird and really interesting.
Beautifully weird. Yeah. So your inner monologue goes, get out of here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been in front of a live audience since I was 9, so it's not so scary anymore. It's just kind of like fun. But yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Great question. We've got a question up here on microphone number 3, all the way up top on the right. Hi there.
Hi James, my name's Angela.
Hey, Angela.
My little daughter was named after a character in Buffy. It wasn't Buffy. She's called Faye.
Okay, right on. Good
Or
one.
another slightly, yeah. I've got 2 questions. The Spike English accent, whereabouts in England would you say that accent's from?
It's supposed to be London.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah. Someone said, I was like, how's my English accent? He's like, oh, it's pretty good. It's just I can't tell where you're from.
I thought that the whole way through Buffy, but now I've finally got to ask. My second question is similar to the other ladies. My little girl, she's just started doing acting, drama, performing arts. What's the hardest bit about being an actor or an actress in the world today? It's changed a lot since probably Buffy because of social media and things. But what advice could you give her about what's probably the hardest thing to overcome?
The hardest thing for me is that I have to wait for an entire machine to be built before I get to do my art. It's the great thing about being a musician. I don't have to wait for anyone. I just kind of pick up my guitar and play, and I can do my art. But as an actor, I have to wait. Whether it's a play or a movie or a television show, I have to wait for an entire thing to be built before I get to go. And that's frustrating, you know? That really hampers things, and it's probably why I write, you know? If no one's calling for me to act, I'll just go sit down and write something because I can kind of be creative doing that. That's kind of it, you know? The payoff though, is that, like, this is the thing. The personality that we all have, that we think we are, it's not really us. It's a coping mechanism to deal with the events of our lives. And if the experiences that we have had were any different, we would have coped differently and we would have a very different personality. Like a psychologist would tell you this. And so we have a lot of different facets to our personality, but we could have so much more. Acting allows me to experience things and look at parts of myself and develop facets safely that normal life wouldn't get me the ability to do. So you get to kind of know yourself really well as an actor because you've been through all sorts of experiences that real life, you would die if you had that experience, but in acting you get to have it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Question over here, microphone number 4, top left. Hiya.
Hi, I'm August. I've met you twice, James, today. I've been a bit starstruck today, so I wondered if I could do my Drusilla impression for you.
Oh, do it, yeah.
Spike? There's no moving, Spike.
That's awesome! Why chaos demon. Why you leave me with a mucus demon, Drew? It's not fair.
Boring, Spike.
Oh, for God's sake.
You're too busy thinking about that Slayer.
Well, I was dreaming. I wasn't touching it. You know, you can look, but you can't touch. That's it, you know. I was true. You went out with the chaos demon. It's your fault.
That's not. You should have been nicer, Spike.
You are off.
And scene. That was amazing.
Thanks. I've been scaring my girlfriend with it for like 2 weeks.
Thank you so much. Give her another round of applause. We're giving you theater here, we're giving you scene study here at Liverpool Comic Con. We've got a question over here at microphone number 1 on the right. Hiya.
Hi, James. I'm Serena.
Hey, Serena.
So I watch Buffy not with my mum but with my dad. It's my usual Friday night sort of thing. I guess the question I've got is, how much peroxide did you go through during
That was the only part that kind of sucked. Like it says on the bottle of bleach that you only can do this every 6 weeks because it's just not safe. And we did it every 8 days. Because like, as they explained to me, a vampire's dead, so your hair can't grow, so you can't have roots. So we're gonna have to bleach you at the top of every episode fresh. And so we were pouring bleach on top of the wounds from the last bleaching all the time. And it was hellaciously painful, I gotta say. They put the bleach in and I would just like go back to my trailer and just like curl up in the fetal position. Like, it's worth it, it's worth it. And then like about 4 days after a bleaching, I would comb my hair and the scalp would just lift up into the comb. It was disgusting. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Glamorous life. It's a glamorous life. Yeah,
So
really.
glam.
Yeah.
We've got a question here at number 2 from this lovely Cobra Khan.
So, someone wrote my question earlier because I was going to ask you to sing, but have you watched Cobra Kai?
I have watched a little Cobra Kai, but I'm a gamer, man. And so I don't have time for television. The new God of War came out. Yeah.
So, out of all the episodes you've watched out of it so far, who is your favourite character?
The one that you're cosplaying.
Yay!
Good answer.
That's right.
Good answer. Give it up for his cosplay, everybody. He's ready for Cobra Kai coming up next. We've got a question up here, number 3, top right. Hi there.
Hi James, I'm Molly, and my question is, who was the nicest person on the set and who was the rudest person on the set?
The nicest person was Tony Head. By far. Yeah. He was the oldest, so he's the most mature, you know? But he's also just an incredible person. He was also the best actor on the set. I remember when I first shot with Tony, I was coming from the stage where you're kind of big, you know? And I was getting away with it because I was a vampire, but frankly I was too big. And I shot with Tony, and I thought, man, old man, wake up! I'm gonna mop the floor with you today. And then I saw the scene, and he killed it, man. Like the only person I wanted to watch was Giles. I didn't care about Spike, because Spike was lying. Giles was being real, you know? And I realized that I had to learn how to act all over again. So I went back to the school of Tony Head. And I studied what he did and what he didn't do. Most importantly, what he didn't do. He didn't act. He just kind of was, he just existed and let the camera document something real happening. The rudest person, I will not tell you. This is the thing. I have been, you know how soldiers won't tell you everything that happened in battle because, like, unless you've been in battle, you just won't understand, you know? I feel that's a kind of like, and now it's kind of similar in that I've been to war with the cast. The enemy was time, and time always won. It always took something. It always, like, we had these scripts that were so good that you were never going to be as good as the script. We'd always film something and then read the scene back, and there was just some bit of business, something that was described that we didn't have time to get into. We always missed something. It was always a letdown. We always failed. And there was so much pressure. I don't know how to say this, but like when the scripts are that good, there's so much pressure to try to live up to them. We all felt it. And we were all filming 14, 16, 18, 20 hours a day. We were all so tired. And so I've seen the best and the worst in all of them. I feel like they're really like family. And I love them dearly. And I'm not going to tell stories about when they were rude. No way. And I hope they don't tell on me either. Because, you know, like, we're human beings. We're human beings. We're trying our best, but we're human. Yeah.
We have time for one final question. If you guys do not get your question answered here, the great news is James is going to be here for the rest of day 2. Sunday Fun Day, Liverpool Comic Con. You can come to his booth and get an autograph and ask him the questions in person. But we're going to have one final question here at microphone 4 up on the top left. Hello.
Hi James. My name's Isla, and I'm going to embarrass myself a little bit here and say when I was a teenager, I was exploring my LGBT identity and then put myself into the closet, but you were one of the people that was a big part of that, Spike in particular. Sorry.
You're welcome.
And of course, there is obviously your infamous moments with yourself and John Barrowman and things like that. But I would like to ask you if you could do me a favor today. So today is Transgender Day of Remembrance, and it's a day where basically we remember trans people who have died in particular because of violence. And you've talked a lot about people being themselves and being true to themselves. And I was wondering if you just show some support and love to the trans community today, if that would be all right.
Yeah. I'm so glad there is a Transgender Remembrance Day. You know, I think in my life, my journey has been to try to discover myself, be honest about who I am, and try to live that truth out in the world without shame. And for myself, it's been a long journey. And I'm very lucky because generally speaking, what I am is accepted. You know? And for trans people, that's just not true. And how do you be truthful? How do you live your truth? And be proud of it when so much of the world is shaming you or attacking you. And I don't think that we are really going to be free until we're all free. And so I give all my support to the transgender community. Yeah.
Oh, thank you for that. That touched me. Thank you so much. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. It's amazing. Any final thoughts for your amazing fans in Liverpool here? They're so supportive and they love you so much. Any final words before you go back to your team?
You guys are beautiful. I'm so glad to be with you all, man. Thanks so much.
Give it up one more time for James Marsters. He's heading to the automat and photo shoot area. Thank you for your questions. Amazing as always. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for amazing questions. And we have Cobra Kai coming up next. There's more to come from here at Liverpool Comic Con. Day 2, Sunday Fun Day. Liverpool, starting with Shalom Nanatwinya. Give it up for Emily Bowser. Yes, ma'am. Next up we have Tanner Buchanan. Put your hands together for Annalisa Cumberland. us here in Liverpool, looking gorgeous as always. And what an amazing cast. We all love Cobra Kai. A couple questions from me, then we're going to take it to the fans because they're so excited to talk to you guys. And as you can see, they're already lined up. Some of them are already in Cobra Kai cosplay. Give them a round of applause. There's so many of them here at the con that I've seen. They put so much effort and passion into their cosplay. But birthday girl, Miss Hannah, we'll start with you. How have you been enjoying Liverpool Comic Con so far?
Well, Liverpool's wonderful. Everyone is so nice, and we're really having a good time.
Yeah. Paul, my wrestling friend, how are you enjoying Liverpool?
I'm loving it. I wish I had more time here, but I'm just loving the accents. I'm trying to impersonate, and I'm sure I'm offending all of you. Boy, it's been a great weekend. It's nice to meet you all.
Good effort, good effort. We'll keep going down the line. How are you enjoying Liverpool Comic Con? Annalise?
It's also been so... No,
An Australian?
my bad.
Which Hemsworth is that?
No, it's been so fun. I also wish that we could be here longer, but you guys have been so cool. It's been really cool.
Tanner, what's been your fan interaction so far here in Liverpool? Are you enjoying it?
I was so prepared to just say ditto for everything, but you already... No, it's been great, obviously, because my voice is basically gone, so I've been trying to, talk to everybody. It's been amazing, so thank you guys for coming out. I really appreciate it.
Don't let him fool you. His voice is gone because he's been standing next to the wrestling ring screaming, so...
Just been rooting for Paul.
Listen, the raspy voice just makes you cuter, so we're all secretly going nuts right now.
So how have you been enjoying Liverpool so far?
It's been a blast. I've never been out here to Liverpool before, but you guys are a great crowd. I'm so excited to be here. We're all so excited to be here. And let's just have some fun, shall we? Yeah?
We shall. We shall. Let me tell you, Liverpool is such a fun crowd. Give yourselves a round of applause. Not only are they a rowdy fun time, but they're really polite. They're just a great group of people. It's an amazing city. But we'll start with you, Sholo. How are you? Obviously, we love having you here in Liverpool. Thank you for coming all this way. But we'd love to hear sort of from each of you how you got into Cobra Kai, because